first time I didn't even know I was lost. Right here is the only place I call home.
All right, you ready? 8, 4.
We're going to do the daily awards after this. We've got a very special presentation. One of our photographers, videographers, good. That's the way to do it. But here's the Vestas Wind and the Volvo race. It's probably the most social media boat in the entire race. And they ran aground. But, you know, we owe this guys, there is another scale in the expedition that you need to look at. So let me turn this over to Alan Block and Brian, and he's got some awesome video. And then after that, we'll have the dailies. Thanks.
Thanks much, Randy. Give that mic to Brian here. So guys, over the years we've had some great photographers and videographers here at Charleston Race Week. My beautiful wife who can't do it this year because she's got a little bun in the oven, and Karen and Priscilla and tons of great photographers. We decided to step it up a little bit this year because I had a couple of European friends that I really wanted them to see this event here and meet all you people. But we wanted Brian to bring something special. He showed me something in Cape Town that blew my mind. It wasn't what you saw on the web when the Vestas crashes into the reef. Most of us have seen that. It's been seen 2 million times on YouTube. It's the deeper stuff. It's the better edits, and it's the better story. And Brian, as an Irishman, is a born storyteller. So without further ado, I'll turn it over to him to talk you through the wreck of the Vestas.
Thank you, Alan. So welcome. I'm not going to say a whole pile. I'm just going to let you watch what happened to us that night. But before I do, there was 2 photographs that I sent off the boat hours before we hit the reef. And this is one that was taken from an extract from my blog. And I said, the night closes in very quickly as we approach the equator, and darkness descends today rapidly. I wonder what the darkness will bring tonight. A little bit freaky now reading it, but that was before we hit it. And then there was one more tweet that was sent out by Volvo Ocean Race, and I didn't caption it. It was Carmen inside the photo editor in Volvo, and she wrote, "Look out below, photo by Brian Carlin team Vestas Wind." That was posted about 45 minutes before we hit the rock. So, pretty interesting situation that night, and I could talk about it, but we have a pretty great bunch of people that can edit stuff, so I shot all of this footage, but I didn't have the capacity to put it together in such a way as these guys did. So the next clip we're going to show is going to be a video, if it'll play, and it's bear with me, but watch this. It's gonna be pretty epic.
I hope we can compelling stuff. No problem. Number 153, who found the beach over there in front of, and we have a lovely picture line of one of the gentlemen jumping out and pushing off. So a little push start. Wasn't the only one to go around with this northwesterly wind. City front became really in play, and it was great to watch all the short tacking up across the shore, and people were lined up on the battery watching it. So very cool stuff. So So I don't know what prize I'm going to give to that 153, but that was pretty good. Are they here? VX1 number 153, Christian. Are you going to never admit it?
Well, I'm glad to say that not only do we know this technology, so here we go again.
We got a screen.
He took off. Good?
Volvo Oceans is underway. Seven high-performance Volvo Oceans 65s leave Cape Town with 9 legs of the race. Destination, Abu Dhabi. Despite the operation skipper Chris Nicholson that his team has what it takes to win. On-board Brian Carlin joins the team. His reef to capture their every as the fleet sail north to the east of the tropical island of Mauritius. Navigator Walter Beerbrake has plenty to keep him busy. A big storm blocks the fleet's path.
This is why they call it Volvo Ocean. About to go on. A cyclone outside.
This cyclone warning is serious, so the skipper prepares his team for a rough night. As morning dawns, there's a feeling of relief in the air. The team have escaped unharmed this time.
Let's go wake him up. Morning, Tom. Morning, Pete. Oh, top of the morning to you. How's it going?
Got the shirt on. Yeah.
That's awesome. 500 miles, 24-hour period. It's quite a rare, exclusive club. It's actually more exclusive than the Mile High Club, I believe. You'll have to beat that out.
That has been an amazing advances in the way they predict the weather. But at the same time, it can also be very confusing. You know, provide so much detail that actually you don't see the big picture to it.
Team Vestas Wind focus on their neck-and-neck battle with Team Alba Medico, and the team succeed in gaining the upper hand. The crew on deck have received the route for the night ahead. The off-watch crew take a well-deserved rest after a night in the storm. They have no knowledge of what's about to unfold.
Isn't this great? Yeah. Watch this.
We're going over the top of some shoals right now. 40 metres deep.
sailing at 20 knots, close to 40 kilometers per hour, they've crashed their 12.5-ton boat into a reef surrounding a tiny group of islands in the Indian Ocean.
5 hours of daylight, we're on the reef. Boat section is fine. The aft, can't quite say it's the same. What you just heard was a bit of cracking behind the boat. There is 0 boats left.
It becomes apparent the situation is serious, stranded in the middle of nowhere.
Rudders are gone. The aft section is fucked.
Has to be going on over the front, trying to swim out the breaking lines.
Skipper Chris Nicholson activates the emergency evacuation plan. The nearest competitors, Team Alva Medica's navigator, Will Oxley, until now, arch rivals, receive the Mayday call.
Yeah, the boat won't matter, the boat can't move the field, so, you know, we get counted by weight.
Okay, we're watching. We'll make sure that the Coast Guard is aware.
So, Trace just giving me the grab bag, passports and everything and that we need. We're all in survival suits.
The situation is now critical. Skipper Chris Nicholson must get his crew to safety.
So, walking about just abandoned the ship. It's falling apart.
Apparently there's a high and dry oil, we have to now ready to go.
Deploy the life raft.
Nothing else?
No, we're not the life raft. Something about there might be shackling.
Team Alva Medica's navigator, Will Oxley, is relaying their every move to the local Coast Guard.
So it's dawn. Those guys are in the rafts, in the lagoon, tied to a rock. We can see Vestas Wind, we believe, aground. And those guys are somewhere 300 or 400 metres this side of that in the rafts. Small vessel heading towards us.
The island that the boat crashed into happens to have a little Coast Guard station. The 2 local Coast Guards set out to help the stranded crew.
They are now heading towards you in a small rigid boat. They're all safe and well. There's a vessel that comes once a week with supplies and goes back to Mauritius. It's here tomorrow. They're good to stay on the island. In many ways, all's well that ends well. It could have been the outcome could have been much, much worse.
The crew realise that the low-lying island on which they've run aground is a tropical paradise, with only 2 inhabitants giving them breakfast and coffee. And the Mauritius Coast Guard drops food supplies by parachute. But there's no time to rest. The team race the tide to remove everything that could harm the reef and its ecosystem.
I take my hat off to the whole team. It's just been the core group that we work through from Vestas. It hasn't been easy on any of them, but it's been massively, for me, like, rewarding to be with this group. So.
Weeks later, Nicholson returns with a salvage team. For Chris Nicholson, the sight of the wreckage is so evidence of how lucky they were to escape injury or worse.
You know, you have to remind yourself that everyone's well, everyone's healthy, and the right of the moment, for sure, it still hurts.
Friendships we've had now for a lifetime, and
closes one of the chapters, and now lets us move on and go forward.
Piece of film work. Let's do it. Applause for Brian and the Vestas team. Woo! I will say that two things. The first is that in 9 years working this event, I've never seen this beach more crowded than right now, even more than the America's Cup by quite a bit. That's pretty cool. And I've never heard this group quieter in my life. I know every time I've seen that video, I get chills. This is the first time it's been played in public, though. So you guys are treated to something special. Brian's got some pictures, and we'll take some questions. But I have the biggest question of all, which I've asked him before, but it's always a good answer. Is it true that you were actually on the toilet when you hit the reef?
Yes. Are we going technical on this, or it's just not on that speaker? I what I was doing, but I may have been in the vicinity of the toilet. Yes.
I called me from the boat, and they said, yeah, Carlin, as usual, was in the toilet with some lotion.
It gets lonely out there.
No, I had finished, and I was...
No, it was true. He was putting lotion on his legs.
Well, it was on my legs, and that's where it was, Alex.
You all have dirty minds.
Yeah, you get a pretty bad rash when you're at sea for a long time, and then, I was putting Sudocrem. In fact, if you watch closely, you'll see the picture, because you can see Sudocrem underneath my chin. But yeah, next thing was I was 4 or 5 meters away, knocked out unconscious with my underwear around my ankles. It wasn't that funny. Who's laughing out there? It wasn't a whale or a container what I originally thought we'd hit. It was in fact a very long island.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful place. Did you get to enjoy it at all, or was it pretty stressful?
We had a bit of time off. You couldn't work at night time because you can't get in and out of that area. You can see from the photographs we spent our days pretty much taking everything off the boat. Anything, batteries, fuel, sails, ropes, and not so much to keep for ourselves, it's just that we wouldn't leave anything on the island. There's been plenty of shipwrecks on this area. And the locals said, "Oh, just leave it, it's fine." I was like, "Nah." Nico would have none of it and said, "No, we're getting rid of it." And as you can see from the footage there, we got a ship to swing by, pick us up, and she went off to Malaysia for testing, and then we shipped it back to Genoa, where it's currently lying.
We'll talk about that in a second, but this regatta just received for the first time its gold certification from Sailors for the Sea for the clean regatta. So very concerned with keeping it green. And you have a wind power company as your sponsor. How much gear did you actually take off the boat, and fluids and batteries and all that? I mean, was it tons and tons? What was it?
Everything came off the boat. Absolutely everything. There was nothing left. When we took as much as we could in terms of, we couldn't take the rig at the time, but Nico went back weeks later and took the rig down, and the boat was then lifted. There was nothing left on the island. Well, we did give the freeze dry to the locals, but I'm not sure when they opened it and we left, they were too impressed.
One of the things that not everyone knows, because it was a little hush-hush, was that the way they brought the mast down, in order to they couldn't get the boat off with the mast on. They actually... Tell us what they did to the mast.
Well, funny enough, I could ask you now, everybody in our team wants to know where you got that footage.
Oh, I can't give away my secrets.
Yeah, well, it wasn't me who gave it to you, that's for sure. But there was no other way to get it down, but that was it, just bang on.
Chainsaw.
Yeah, and off it goes. Chop it up into bits and put it in a boat and off you go. It's unfortunate, but that's, we are in the middle. You got to remember, this is 240 nautical miles in the middle of nowhere, out of range of helicopters or anything. It was just like really remote.
Unbelievable. And I mean, we're not going to talk about why the crash happened. That's all out there. There's reports. We all know what happened. What was the thing that really standed out to you the most?
That's so bright.
The thing that you left saying, "This is why I was here. This is why I do what I do."
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I think the one part of it was that during this whole process of that night, now I don't know why I started filming it or filmed it, but Nico kept going to me, "You keep that camera running. This is going to be good." after the fact that we thought we'd be fine. You know, I mean, initially it was like, okay, we mightn't survive this. This doesn't actually look too good. But when it was fine, he was like, yeah, just keep the camera rolling. And for a skipper to turn around to say that he understands this situation we're in now in the current market, and you got to shoot this stuff. So I did what I did, and the boys did what they did, and we came out well out of it.
Didn't hurt your career either, did it?
No, I just did all right, I suppose.
So, one more question. Then, if you have some questions for Brian, put your hand up in a minute. But the last question is, everyone wants to know: will Team Vestas, rebuilt, reconstructed, be on the line in Lisbon?
Well, I left Italy recently, last week actually, just before I came here, and I can tell you the boat's put back together, diverse, and all the electronic guys are in there putting in the systems, and she will be on there's a couple of different options, but hopefully she'll be on a ship on its way to Lisbon on the 24th of May.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Big cheers for Team Vestas Wind, and then someone's got to have an interesting question. I know there's a lot of interesting people here. You got to have something for Brian about wrecking a boat on a reef, no?
Don't do it, is my advice.
Well, we don't want to keep you guys any longer, but finally, we wouldn't be able to do this stuff, bring Brian and Sandra von der Borsch in to do this work and do all the live streaming out on the water and the Jumbotron if it wasn't for Sperry. These guys are amazing. They love this regatta, and big round of applause for Brian, Carlin, and for Sperry. That was great. All right.